so much int throughout that game, so it definitely wasn't a bad performance. Wow, you moved the camera closer and the cat like looked at the camera for a second.
I know, right? It was so legit. Right now he's got his like hand extended like out of the kitty cam. I'm gonna raise up the cam here and show you guys. Check it out. Look at that. Oh man, I wish you could see this live. Rankshis. He's majestic as fuck right now. Check this out in 2 minutes. See if I can get it closer. Dude, this is like live action kitty cam right now. With this like techno that I'm playing. Too legit.
Oh wow, you did move that. Or you made it bigger at the very least.
Yeah. Check in 2 minutes, man. This is gold. I'm so proud of myself right now. Oh, now he's gonna touch the camera. He's gonna touch the camera with the camera. Oh man, why are cats so cute? He's got this like disapproving look on his face. Cause that's what true cat fanatics like to do, is act like their cats have specific emotions. Like, oh my god, look at his disapproving face.
What a way to put it.
Oh, now he's batting at it. Oh my god, he's sniffing it. Okay, this is a cute overload right here. All right, that's good for that aerial cam. All right, now we're actually done with the kitty camcopter.
Kitty copter cam.
Yeah. All right. Get in, team. Please game.
So to talk about something we were talking about yesterday, who were we talking with yesterday? Who was on the stream?
Talking with yesterday? Oh, that was Grizz.
Grizz. I was like, it was bear something, but it Grizz. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's a grizzly bear.
Yeah.
You could almost say.
Almost. So it turns out you won the bet.
Oh, about no patch?
Yeah.
Yep. And that's a point.
Yep. So you are relieved from eating a shoe.
Yes.
And we can have a steak dinner. And you get a point.
Dinner. Dude, I'm so glad I won this bet. 6-3 now in the draft casino. I get a steak, and in its stead, I don't have to eat a shoe. The shoe became a steak. What a wonderful transformation.
Your cat looks so like freaked out with your decision
the live
to move your camera around.
Yeah, I want to check this out as well. I'm gonna give it to the fans for a second time by having it watch what I'm watching. Oh yeah, look at that. So good. That's the disapproving face I was talking about.
Oh yeah.
Right.
He's not happy with you. All right, join new lobby. Second remake.
Oh goodness. Disconnected. Leave game. Dodo Raptors. All right.
Oh, so apparently they had messed up Dire and Radiant.
Oh lordy. It's a balanced map, okay? Who cares? Who cares? No, I'm just kidding, it's not balanced.
Yeah, I know. It's like it's not even close to balanced.
That's like the ridiculous thing about it. You kind of just have to it's only balanced if you know the strengths of both sides and then try your best to employ them.
Yeah, so for like players up till like the 80th percentile, it is a balanced map.
Yeah, exactly. Like, well, let's see. The Radiant side has better jungling, better mass jungling in a couple of ways. And then, like, as an anti-mage, you prefer the Radiant side, don't you?
Yeah,
Oh, because you can get the Ancients from the Dire side.
Yeah, you can blink on the Ancient Dire side. It's less safe unless you put a ward up there, but you can clear your jungle and hit the Ancients, and then your team can stack your Ancients, and then you can clear that on occasion.
Yep, totally true.
Which would be relevant if people ever played anti-mage in the RD2L or the...
Right?
Or whatever else we happen to cast. Nobody plays anti-mage except for, like, one game.
So true.
You know what? We should have been keeping a...
What's that?
See, but we haven't done, like, everything of a tournament. If we ever cast, like, everything from one tournament, we should keep a note of all heroes played. Just for, like, our own personal, like, knowledge of that. Like, anti-mage was played 4% of the time.
Well, hold on. Dota should have a lot... Any, like, in-game, in Dota TV, those stats are being recorded.
Well, like, we've primarily done, like, RD2L, and it doesn't...
correct.
Yeah, it doesn't cover
but
that.
Dude,
so.
yeah, eventually we'll be able to do that, and then, like,
Yeah.
I believe you can totally...
But, yeah, that's good information to have, because specifically for, like, regions, and even more specific than that, like, tournaments with just a small sect of teams.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure you'll notice, like, huge trends that happen. That'll be, like, really cool to point out.
Like in RD2L, the Witch Doctor.
Yeah, dude, freaking, I haven't seen Witch Doctor get played so much other than the RD2L. People are like 50% of the games. It's like, we're gonna get a Witch Doctor. We're gonna combo it with a Chrono. You're gonna cry.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be so bad for you. All right, he's my codecaster now. Don't take him. I'm on Team Twitch. I'm a sellout. That's funny. I'm going to look at Reddit in the meantime, guys, as this lobby goes up, so we can both enjoy Reddit at the same time. Woo! Valve HQ. Comedy. Oh, wow, this guy got some gold for this post. I'm going to narrate this. Gaben sat comfortably in his large industrial-grade, leather-padded custom seat. He faced away from the door to his office, toward his enormous screen that monitored every corner of Valve HQ, pondering. He had something on his mind. Stroking his luscious, thick beard with one hand and stroking a wad of Ben Franklin's with the other, he heard his door beep open. Strange, he thought to himself. Only two men know the combination to this room. One could not possibly be here, and the other knows of the consequences if he enters. The 6-foot, thick titanium-plated steel door slowly slid open, revealing the battered, bruised, and blackened face of a broken man being held up by two muscular security guards. "Sir," said one, "we caught him trying to release 6.82, sir." "And the patch?" Gaben spoke with a cold tone that chilled his guards to their bone marrow. He did not turn around to face the guards. "We were able to apprehend him before he released it, sir." I made him stutter. To cover up my mistake, yeah. Said the other guard carefully. "The patch has not been released." "Good. You two are dismissed. Let Eric and I have a few words." The guards exited, and the steel door shut with a resounding clang. Eric. I am disappointed, frankly." Now I'm holding my throat to, like, get Gaben's, like, big, girthy throat.
Sure.
"I thought you and I were on the same page." Gaben had yet to turn from his monitor, but he knew that Eric's hands would be cuffed. "What? You're crazy! I know what you're up to, you dirty..." Gaben chuckled, his fingers releasing the button on his chair marked Waterboard. "Go on, Eric, and try being a little more respectful this time." Eric was gasping for air still. Wait, I don't know who is talking right now. Let's see, I just don't know why you haven't... Okay, I just don't know why you haven't... You can't have 6.82 released. Void, Viper, and Razor are all insanely unbalanced. Push strats dominated the meta. People hated the last International. We've had the patch ready for weeks. Eric spat the words out bitterly. Eric, I don't care what people thought of the International. We made a shitload of money. And you know what else makes money? Hats, said Eric, looking down in shame. That's why you've been having us release countless cosmetics without even looking how stupid they look, or how poorly they're textured. Exactly, my old friend. What do we have to gain from 6.82? Let the idiots that play the game be constantly let down by 50 megabyte patches. It's hilarious. The chair spun around and Eric's eyes grew to the size of melons. The face belonged not to Gaben, but to Ice Frog. Eric lost his grip on any hope as the floor beneath him gave way and he fell into the padded cell. He could hear Ice Frog's maniacal laughter all the way down. What? That's not it? Maniacal. Oh, maniacal. Okay. Damn it, how come it had to be the last sentence that I pronounced something incorrectly? Alright, yep, that's the end of the post. Meanwhile, in an abandoned prison in Kenya, Gaben planned his escape. Edit, thanks for the gold, kind stranger. Stay tuned for part 2 tomorrow. And with that, we are into the actual game. I hope you enjoyed my shitty narration. How many,
what? I'm pretty sure they all randomed.
What the hell?
It almost looks like they're cool with what's happening.
For a second, there's no way that that Radiant's okay with their team. They're so manly, though. Wow. Our team actually got Mirana Bane?
Yeah, for real. So it legit looks like they're playing this.
Holy crap. Wait, is this the right... This isn't the same teams, are they? Oh, Narok? Yeah, okay, it's actually... Okay, got it. I was actually looking at the wrong team. Alright, you're seeing it first. This is an all-random in a grand final for this SCS. Apparently making and starting... Yeah, making and starting an actual game with no problems is something that's just impossible. So here we are, guys. Yeah.
I mean, they have cool lanes if we're gonna legit talk about this. So
well, hold on. Let me say my quick intro. So SCS, this is Semipro Cup Series. This is the grand final, guys. Thanks for joining us. Tweet it out. We're gonna be casting this for the rest of the day today. This is pretty much the last game. So thanks for joining us. We are Next Level Dota. I am Nex, and he is Rankshis. Indeed.
I'm Rankshis?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure you're Rankshis. We'll have to double check on that, guys. We usually like to double check our facts, not be absolute about any one thing. But yep, indeed, this is the SCS Semipro Cup Series in the grand final. So thanks for joining us, and let's go ahead and talk about what you were going to talk about in terms of drafts.
So like they have legit lanes here actually. Like in the top lane, we have a solo safe Elder Titan and a solo off lane Bristleback. Like things that like belong in their actual places. Mid lane, we have a Lion versus a Magnus, and like Lion used to be like a mid lane hero, and in theory he's a really good mid lane hero. He can stun, mana drain, and like do that combo over and over and like last hit and harass.
Ooh, but the ward saw the Crystal Maiden, and a charge is going to be there, enabling the initiation. An easy Crystal Maiden kill. She just more like Crystal Mountain.
Nailed it.
Yep.
And in the bottom lane we have a Bane Mirana Crystal Maiden, which is by no means bad if they get the jump on him. And on the other side, we have a Luna, Tidehunter, and Spirit Breaker. Spirit Breaker used to be played as like a support hero a couple times when he was more OP than he currently is, so it's not like the worst thing I've ever heard of. And Luna can deal with having two like melee supports.
Yeah, it's surprisingly this weird, crazy weird... Ooh, actually, Magnus in the mid lane. Getting killed by a Lion? One more right click and he's dead.
Yeah, Lion's a good mid lane hero.
What? There's not enough damage at level 1. He must have just got harassed too much or something.
I mean, he is versus a melee hero. He has the right click potential.
I guess there is that 2.5 second hex that people kind of sometimes forget about, including me. But wow, he must have also trapped him with some creeps as well. But yeah, I was gonna comment on the tri lane. As I say that bottom, there's some action happening. Nightmare onto the Crystal Maiden to save her for some damage and a stun. And there's a gush though on Crystal Maiden. She's so slow. That's another kill going the way of the Radiant team. I guess their team actually, their team StaySafe. They don't have their team marker up there, but yeah, it's StaySafe versus Jajaja. We'll call them Triple J or JJJ, and Ayumilov is actually their name, but it's JJJ. So
God, why can't they just pick a name and be happy?
I know
with
it's
it?
so tough for them to do, and lobbies are hard to create. Amazing Semi-Pro series, showing you the real professional gaming. Where's esports rep when you need them?
This is how you know they haven't made it to the pro scene yet.
Yeah,
lobbies are too hard.
Yep, lobbies way too hard. But I was gonna say, yeah, like this weird defensive top lane. Okay, Bristleback's fine, but this weird defensive tri lane coming out from StaySafe is just, it's weird. They have a Spirit Breaker, but again, they're, I don't know, going against who they're against. The Nightmare into Arrow isn't the strongest thing when they can just man up against anything.
Yeah,
when it comes to a squishy lineup, that'd be really good, and that's a really good tri lane. That's why people pick it. But they got a Tidehunter with an Anchor Smash they're fighting into.
And the Spirit Breaker charge worked really well, and Spirit Breaker even got a bash going on, so
Yep. Now he's
definitely
got
not
that
bad.
right. Now his initiation potential globally is something
Oh,
to
but
actually.
they finally will get the Nightmare Arrow here,
Ooh.
landing on the Luna.
It
One
landed,
more
but
right click.
there it is.
And
From
they
the
got it.
Bane, he found the right click, and he's actually got some pretty strong right clicks. Anchor Smash is reducing the damage now, so Tidehunter is going to be just fine. He's got Gush and Anchor Smash. It's nice to see that he went Gush level 1, because that's what you really need. None of this Anchor Smash. You're not off-laning.
Yeah, you're not off-laning. Like, Gush is definitely...
Yep. And there's the Spirit Breaker aggression going on the Elder Titan in the top lane. He gets another lucky bash. That's 2 bashes. It's the bash. It's Bash Gaming. He's the Bash Lord. All this low amount of actual play from Spirit Breaker is making it so that when people do play Spirit Breaker, that they're getting even more bashes. Got to contain all those bashes in the available Spirit Breaker vessels. It's pretty badass.
Since nobody's been playing him a lot. Oh, well, another charge happening before I move on to the comedy here on the CM.
Yeah, this is so bad. There's no saving the CM right now. She's going to get bashed up and right-click. There's some of the damage. Is she going to be able to root? Yeah, okay, there it is. Wow, blocked up, though. They're slowed by the Crystal Nova. Slowed him just a little bit, but he's still going. He doesn't have charge up. He's looking for a bash, but he's diving completely. He's so low, he gets the right-click, but that's it. That is pretty deep.
That was really deep.
Yeah.
He had the right idea, and he got on top of the Crystal Maiden, but the tree broke his vision, so he lost the right click that he had that would have killed her.
That's so true.
Or like ensured it to happen
but
earlier.
at that point, when he was brushing that tower, he should have known that he needed a bash to actually kill her in one hit.
Oh, for sure.
And yeah, but still going for it. And
I mean, that's the thing about or offlane Spirit Breaker is guess what he's doing. If he's not there, he's probably charging you.
Yep, indeed. And continue to cast because I actually got to do something really, really quick.
What do you have that's so important to do? Oh, am I roboting?
All right, I'm back. Yeah, well done casting in my stead for a second there when I needed you, man.
Am I roboting?
Your voice is like going robotic-y. That's what I was trying to prevent. But there is a kill on the Luna from the Mirana getting a kill on the Luna. So the two ladies riding cats / I think they're both cats, right? Yeah. So yeah. Hey, are you there, Tyler? Oh, some Skype problems. Clearly, there was some issues. That's what I was trying to fix originally, and that's what made me miss that kill. I apologize, guys. There's some technical difficulties sometimes when it comes to Skype. I need to figure out exactly what's causing it. Maybe we should move to, like, Mumble or something. But yes. Are you there, Rankshis? Are you there, brother?
Yeah. Are you?
What? Yeah, what happened? You went robotic-y, and then you just, like, cut out.
You've been gone.
I muted my microphone and then unmuted it.
Oh, okay.
But
I
I was
know.
like talking to you when you were supposedly still on the line, so maybe there was some more Skype issues because I was talking to you and my microphone was certainly unmuted.
No, I didn't get anything.
Interesting. Yep. So we're back now. Buddy. Sorry about the kill miss, but yeah. So let's look at what lanes are winning right now. I gotta change the sorting on my last hits here.
Wow. So Lion just got that instant.
Finger.
Yeah, Earth Spike in the finger.
Wow.
Doesn't matter who you are.
And in the bot lane, there's a charge right on the Mirana. She leaps away, but now she's going to get bashed up. Is there going to be another bash? They might need one, but there's the mini stun coming out from the Lucent Beam, and that's enough. They're still going to go for the bash, and they find it. Here's a hasted Magnus. He could be able to do something with this if he charges around. There is the Shockwave, and there's the Lucent Beam once again coming out from the Luna, doing so much damage. Holy crap, says Miss, coming out from Bane. I didn't actually call out who's playing who, so maybe at one point I'll be able to get that opportunity.
Spirit Crusher.
Spirit Crusher. Yeah, that's pretty epic. So let's see. If there's a lull in action, I'll be able to call out some things. This might be my opportunity here. Actually, Spirit Breaker is charging, popping the Lincolns on the Roshan. He's going on mid. They're so squishy. There's a Shockwave, a bash from the charge, and that's it. Can he actually get away from this? There's a Hex and a Nightmare. Some crazy CC coordination coming out from the Dire team, Team Jajaja. Now they're stealing the mana from this Magnus, but he doesn't have that much steal. He gets enough for the Earth Spike, and that's a kill. Going away to the Lion.
Actually, that's well played right there.
Yeah, that was crazy. You see a double CC right here. Hex and Nightmare. So good. And we actually missed a kill from Crystal Maiden onto... Well, Spirit Breaker actually died in mid. I knew that. I thought there was another kill, though. Bane, Spirit Breaker. I guess there wasn't. So, yeah, we did miss a kill, but... Yeah, so that was really, really close. Really well played by Jajaja in the Dire side. But yes, I'm gonna call out who's playing who now. I like calling out these people, getting their names said on a stream. So it's Kenzo starting with the Dire team, playing the Elder Titan, the World Shatterer, and picks lead on the Mirana, Priestess of the Moon. Noobs are us, fingering people. We saw it before. Finger the Tidehunter was his target of choice. And wow, look at this Radiant camp, super stacked, and they're gonna maybe try to take that. A Starstorm can do wonders, but she hasn't leveled it actually. Will she use it to try to get some damage? Yeah, but look at that low damage. It's only 75 damage. I really think it's really odd when someone maxes a Sacred Arrow, because that is just so hard to make that pay off. But some people do it, and now they're going to take this camp. Wow, they were stacking that for the Tidehunter, I think, and that's a lot. They didn't do Ancients. Well, actually, there's even one stack of Ancient, so making their 2. Wow, this Magnus is going to find people that he does not want to meet in this forest. It's a spooky, scary jungle.
Boy, that poor Magnus.
Yep. Not good. Died in the mid lane, died right here in his own jungle, just getting brutally murdered. Jajaja showing up team StaySafe. Is it StaySafe? Yeah. I know it's safe, but
I don't know which team is which anymore.
Yeah, I know that the Radiant is the team with safe. I'm gonna look up their actual name here. It is indeed well, actually Losers, I guess, is their official name. So
what they're marked as.
Yeah, Losers, we'll say their official name. Top tower going the way of the team Losers to call out there's initiation right on the Luna. Looks like a Nightmare, or no, a Fiend's Grip being used on Luna, and a Earth Spike to finish it up. He's been to hell and back to hell and back, guys. He has some experience. Hands off.
He knows a couple things about stuff.
Yep, about hell and hell and more hell. Nightmare right next to the top rune. There's the splitter, the Earth Shatter, or no, yeah, Earth Splitter coming out on the bristleback.
Really
it's instantly killed, but a huge, holy crap, a triple kill with that freaking RP. Oh my goodness, Spirit Breaker going in, getting a kill on Bane as well. Soon to follow. A right click from the Tidehunter takes it. What a reverse polarity.
Yeah, that was so well, I don't want to say lucky, but I was about to. But they were all chasing and grouped up perfectly for reverse polarity.
And without a Ravage as well. We saw the Dire team Jajaja, do a lot of kills and take a lot of kills. They lost a lot of their momentum in the aggressive trialing, took it back by getting some map control and getting some pickoffs. But then that mid fight, that's the thing, is it's kind of a thing that feels weird. You want to catch someone out. You want to use some moves on them. You want to kill them. But you end up like throwing everything, and then you have nothing after that. And then you end up kind of grouping up because you're chasing, funneling. I talk about funneling. It's like the 300 syndrome where Leonidas funneling them into some crevice and just being like, okay, now you're together. You don't fight as well as a team because you're funneled and you're grouping up for AoE attacks and stuff. So it's just like, that's basically exactly what happened. They threw everything on this bristleback, which is never a good main target to go on. They came over here into a reverse polarity and just got annihilated. Yep. You pretty much agree with that?
Yeah.
Can't not agree with that. Invis Rune being used on Magnus, and then a Moonlight Shadow from the team that he's looking to actually kill. He doesn't have reverse polarity up for 3, but then Spear Breaker goes in by himself, and there's a Fiend's Grip being used. What was up with that charge? That was manly as all hell. Nairog and an arrow just being thrown for good measure, but is there a river? No, it's still 20 seconds. A Freezing Field doing some work, but it's the wow, I forgot this Eclipse being used to actually kill the Bane. And so it's looking like it's going the Radiant team's way. But they're still chasing into tower range, so this could be really bad. Lucent Boon on Mirana. A couple right clicks and an Anchor Smash is going to kill Mirana. And now Lion, soon this could be a team wipe. The Luna does go down, though. And Lion, it is a team wipe for what appears to be two people go down only for team Losers.
That was so funny. They initiated it like crazy different times there.
Spirit Breaker went in and instantly died.
Yeah, Spirit Breaker went in, grouped him up. Magnus followed up with a skewer, but not an RP, and did a lot of damage. And Luna was eclipsing into the skewer, and Luna got a double kill. And then they started diving, and then there was a Ravage just out of nowhere.
Wow, yeah, the Ravage was huge. He just kind of walked in. Wow, the Tidehunter has a Shadow Blade. That's hilarious.
Oh, Melik or Bristleback does have the Melik award so far.
Why? Oh, why is that?
The Melik award is awarded to whoever goes 0, X, and X. So you never get a kill, but you get deaths and assists.
Wow, that's such a bad thing to be known for.
Well, Melik would Toby made this up, and he would constantly within games go 0, 5, and 30 or something like that on a support character.
Huh. I mean, you are support, but like, yeah, that's just funny. Like, not getting any. Maybe that's better. Like, not getting any kills is good for a support if you're giving it to the carries. Wow, Blink coming out from Magnus in the top lane. Reverse polarity being canceled, but the stun up coming out from the stun on the Charge of Darkness. And an Earth Splitter is going to be used. It's certainly going to do a lot of damage to Spirit Breaker, followed up by a finger. And that's a dead Spirit Breaker on the backlines, though. Fiend's Grip's being used. Reverse polarity doesn't actually get the Bane. Did he cancel it by himself? No, it was the Kraken Shell refreshing himself. Yep, and Magnus is going to go down after the Tidehunter. The reinforcements coming out from Jajaja, punishing StaySafe / losers.
Who is this Magnus? He's like the younger adopted version of S4.
Who grew up without a computer. S4's last name is Magnussen. Magnussen or Magnussen. Absolutely crazy, given the fact that his signature hero is pretty much Magnus, among other things.
Can't tell if that's an insult or a compliment.
Yeah, I mean, you're comparing him to S4 and then like
S4
bashing him over and over.
Is a great dude.
S4's younger brother that grew up without a computer. That's pretty hardcore. I mean, he got that reverse
Bane might get the courier, and he does. Wow. They panicked with that courier and brought it back towards him.
Damn. That was a really deep courier. Ravage being used in the mid lane all by himself. He's got Spirit Breaker. He's back. It's just Spirit Breaker and Tidehunter. That's it for now. But there's the Nether Strike on Bane, and the Magnus is coming in. It's the son of the brother of Magnussen. They're the brother of the son of Magnussen. And yeah, getting another triple kill. He only gets kills in threes. Ooh, an arrow.
I mean, he's doing good. I'm gonna say that was a backhanded compliment.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Bristleback blinking in. No, that wasn't. He just walked up, and he's gonna go down himself to tower hits. Possibly. Is there gonna be enough damage on him? He's getting hit by creeps now, and he doesn't go down. The Quill is getting the kill on the Mirana, and he's just doing fine. Warpath stacked up to 5. Wow, what a back and forth game. Let's look at the XP and gold graph. It's kind of back and forth, but mainly just accelerating in Radiant's favor. 7.5 gold and XP equally, and now the mid tower to follow. And
man, these strength heroes like pushing a tower, not very fast, but they can somewhat do it.
Oh my god! The reverse polarity was almost there, but the Magnus instantly dies. A Fiend's Grip to follow on the Spirit Breaker, and 2 of the supposedly tanky heroes going down instantly after the tower died. So they get a tower.
They were all so low, like taking turns tanking that tower.
And they're just trolling and having fun here.
Yeah, I mean, it's an all random game, so it's hard to not just assume that all of this is trolling.
Too true, but I keep saying this. Tanky lineups are hard to do wrong, is the best way I can say.
Yeah, you have to go like later into the game and make mistakes, and that's when tanky like starts to like, I don't know, go off.
Assuming though that they have a bunch of agi, but the thing is like push lineups are kind of like, you know, and so people to pick less agi and less late game, and then now you have tanky people that, while okay, maybe in a perfect world scale off in the late game against agi, but against like a push lineup or something, I think it's possibly really, really good against it, and just hard to counter in general, besides one thing, which is late game agi. But yeah, Bane, he's TP'd in among others. There's the Earth Spike coming out from Lion. He's by himself, but they're still going in. They don't care if Bristleback's about to die. Spirit Breaker goes in, but gets nightmared up. Earth Splitter going to be hitting on him right now. Boom, there it is. Huge damage, 35% HP, and
I'm pretty sure the Mask of Madness made him take extra damage there, because that looked like more than 35%.
It really, really did look like more. That is totally true. And oh wow, they changed their splitter to be 35% max HP as damage, like down from 17.5 split between magic and physical. Luna's getting got on right here in the mid lane. That's going to be a kill going the way of Team Jajaja, and Tidehunter's here trying to use a Ravage potentially to save her, but he's not going to be able to save his pretty cat riding lady. Earth Spike from the Lion onto the Magnus. There's a slow from Gush. Moonlight Shadow being used. He's going to be in tower range, but the dust is popped. Now a TP from Mirana. Is there going to be an arrow? We'll see. She's Moonlight Shadowed up. He's blocked up. Did he actually see that someone was in the Viz there? I think he did, because he's like, shit, I got a DD, but I can't do anything about this. But he does have the Empower on himself with a DD, which is really, really good. The Sacred Arrow has already been used on the tanky Spirit Breaker. Is he going to go on this? He's hiding behind the trees. Did they see him? Gush on Mirana. She already used Leap. They could go into this, but is Fiend's Grip there? It is. He has a Blink Dagger as well. He could go up on the high ground and even use a Fiend's Grip. That would be a pretty legit
nice
move, actually.
Nightmare.
But yeah, the Nightmare saving. But there's the Fiend's Grip on. Oh my god, but he blinks away. And so his Fiend's Grip gets completely canceled. Spirit Breaker hit by the arrow. He charged, and Mirana had the Sacred Arrow on the mark. Look at them showing off his prowess with that Sacred Arrow. But the reverse polarity gets basically hexed up and isn't going to be able to do anything to the Dire team. Team Jajaja feeling really good about this. Bristleback, he's back for having been killed in the early parts of this game, and now Lion is his target, getting blocked up by the Elder Titan, and he dies once again after rank 4 natural order strips him of all his defenses.
You know, I know this is an all random game that everyone's just like, sure, we'll play with these heroes.
Right.
But goddamn, there's some high level skill stuff going on here. Like Tidehunter ravaged, and Bane immediately blinked away, like just realizing, hey, not worth it, you know?
He's gonna just get canceled anyways.
Yeah, body blocking's happening, like really great arrow positionings are happening. Frickin' Elder Titan is having these really good stomps with his level 1 stomp, and all of his Earth Splitters have landed on people. Like, they're executing this so well, like almost like they're good with these heroes.
Yeah, this is legit. I mean, these guys are the grand finalists here for the day. They're just in crazy, ridiculous heroes. Lion fingering the Luna, and she dies instantly after the Astral Spirit, and the Echo Stomp comes out.
Yeah, and I mean, a mid Lion, you don't see very often, and like against a mid Magnus, like some people even still play Magnus like as a competitive hero. Nobody plays like Lion competitively.
Level 2 Finger of Death with an Agnum Scepter.
Oh, dude.
Gotta feel good. It's doing 725 damage right now. Wow, I actually just noticed this. I didn't notice that they actually changed that Lion's Ags does so much more damage than Lion's, but Lion's has a low cooldown, obviously, and is AoE. And then wait, okay, I was gonna say, for a second there, I thought it was Lion Magnus combo, but they're on different teams.
Yeah, Earth Splitter does a very similar thing. And you mean Lena Lion. Lena's does more damage. Lion lower cooldown and an AoE. Lena's goes through BKB and does more damage.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say that. I thought that Lion's Ags enhanced the damage more, but it's because, single target for BKB. God, if you think about it, they buffed both those guys' Ags a lot. Wow, Solo, the Solo reverse polarity on the Lion, showing respect. There's the Fiend's Grip, though, doing so much stun, and there's nothing they can do, and they're grouped up for the Finger of Death. There it is. He pops a Hagster, and he's feeling just fine. There's a Stomp as well on Ryobru's, and he's trying to run away. He's a Bristleback. He's pretty tanky, but then he gets the Frostbite up. It's 5v1. He's getting gangbanged here in the bot rune. Roshan is able to see that guy gets gangbanged, and we lost, is what's said by the Magnus, but there's no way. They're feeling good. They got a Luna. They got a bunch of tanky targets, but that Finger of Death is crazy. They were trying to get that, like, mega kill streak, get that gold Solo reverse polarity, but he's got 1,400 HP.
Yeah, I mean, he's got friggin' Agnums.
Yeah, and some power treads. Blink in from the Tidehunter on the Bane in the mid lane. Nightmare up on himself. No, actually on the Tidehunter. Brain saps for some HP. This is exactly the perfect play that you can think of for Bane right now. That was well played. Gets enough distance to actually just blink away into the trees. Doesn't matter where it is, just to safety.
Anywhere but where he was.
Anywhere but there. Isn't that like a Rise Against song, something about anywhere but here, something like that? Yeah, maybe.
I don't think so.
Going full circle.
I know. For those of you who don't know, we were talking about Rise Against his new album earlier today.
Love going full circle. Mirana, speaking of circles.
Oh no, Tidehunter's found the Bane, who ran away.
And he actually found the Bane, but there's the Nightmare. He's really low. He has a Brain Sap, though, and a Blink Dagger up in 1 second. He's going to be just fine. What the hell? Yeah, I'll have to look that up after the game, but... Yes, indeed. 24-18. We got ourselves a crazy, ridiculous, but exciting game in the grand finals of the SCS Semipro Cup Series, vying for absolutely $0 right now. Why isn't he going back to base? This Bane is just chilling. He wants to get something. He brain saps, but he doesn't have enough mana for anything else. There's the blink in from the Tidehunter, doing the damage with the Ravage as well. The Bristleback goes down as well. The Earth Splitter is being used, takes down the Tidehunter, and that's another kill. 2 for 1. It's trading the way of Jajaja, but here comes the Spirit Breaker. Moo! Says the Spirit Breaker right onto the Lion. It's cow versus Lion here, and the cow wins. The Elder Titan stomps, slowing them down a little bit. Bristle Maiden is there to lend a little bit of service. Does she have a Frostbite for him? He needs to kind of stay and help out this Elder Titan, but she's just saying, run away. I want to place wards. That's pretty much all I want to do. And yeah, so that's the end of that engagement.
Wow, I thought they'd get more money than that, but it was only $7.19.
Huh. Interesting. Must
I
have
guess he
died at some
died somewhat
point, yeah.
recently within his.
Yep.
His
Luna in the mid lane getting frostbited up, and a TP coming out from Bane. Brain sap eating her brains. Just what a horrifying sight Bane is.
I don't even know how brain sap would do damage. Being like, I've
I'm
brained
dumb.
you.
Yeah, I was gonna say like eating brains without actually gaining or stealing intelligence sounds ridiculous to me. Like brain sap should steal some intelligence if we're gonna be real about the physics of brain eating.
Yeah, they should rename that ability to something,
Yeah, to
something
like-
that makes more sense.
Right. Like essence sap or something. Or to like just
Steal health ability,
hurt you and heal me.
pure damage.
Yeah. Or like just like life. Wait, no, there is like life drain. Brain sap. Yeah, I don't know.
Life
But
sap.
we missed a kill on
Health
Eller
sap.
Titan in the bot lane getting
We're talking
gangbanged.
about important things here.
Yeah, guys, don't let the cast interrupt like the true discussion here. Wow, there's a Moonlight Shadow, but Bane comes out of it to Nightmare. This Magnus, Finger of Death, he doesn't care. It's a freaking 20-second cooldown. All he needs is the mana. So if he goes back to base, there's nothing wrong about just blasting someone.
Deleted.
Literally, Ass Blaster 9000 with the Finger of Death.
And I mean, 4 points in mana drain gets it almost all back off a range creep.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he doesn't even need to go back to base. Just level 4 mana drain. Nom nom nom. That's man. Look at this. Like Lion is pretty good if you can get farmed. What a snowball hero.
That's what I'm saying. Like nobody plays him though, and it's you
Well,
look at this and
I
you're
don't know.
like, I kind of understand why, but he does have strengths. And you're
I
seeing it
I've
right
minted
here.
against him. And he's just like so weak. It's almost as if you have to play him like a Night Stalker, where you farm with Earth Spike and then just try to steal mana and then Earth Spike for like last hits, because you can just get harassed out of lane if you're up against anyone who can harass. Like Thunderstrike, it does so much damage. Like DP, like Crypt Swarm, Viper, right? Well, obviously Viper and Razor are going to do really good, but anyone with attacks, Puck, Puck is going to do so well against a Lion.
I mean, he does have a nuke and a stun and can mana drain. It's not a terrible kit.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I think he's like super squishy at level 1. He's one of those really, really squishy people. But like, and Earth Spike, you can it's easy to dodge. And then, you just get. I don't think he actually has a pretty large attack range now that I think about it. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I need to play him more against some Lions. The only ones I've played against, I just crush. So maybe I have such a biased opinion. Or maybe it's because I'm freaking good at mid lane sometimes.
I've never seen this until right now, but if you empower Luna, it actually goes on her tiger. The tiger's paws get the power.
Look at that, so strong. That's really funny.
That tiger's paws that have nothing to do with her throwing a blade.
He's cleaving the ground as he runs.
Oh, she has it on her hands too.
Yep.
That's crazy.
At the same time, arrow into Enfeeble into night from the Nightmare. Spirit Breaker, moo! He's coming in. He's gonna stun up the Mirana. Is she gonna leap away? There's the stun. He tried to Fiend's Grip just before he got there. There's the Nether Strike though. It was canceled by the Frostbite. He couldn't get it off. Magnus comes in though. Does the RP Finger of Death as well, but he's the only one alive. Lion, he's the Lone Ranger here. He hexes up, trying to fight as he goes down to go down to hell in style.
So I'm pretty sure he blade mailed that lion ulti.
Is that so? I'm S5
Magnus
retards.
did, I mean. I'm S5 retards.
2 S5 for me. 3 S5 5 me.
Sure, totally.
Yep. Every cast, gotta do it once. Staying in the trees, HY Sama. Cosby. Words. Science.
Some words.
Yeah, wow. So we gotta talk items corner, because we didn't notice that blade mail. What else are we not missing? Mask of Madness from the Moo Breaker. He's going BKB, which is what he needs. He needs if he's gonna go Mask of Madness, he needs a BKB. And so that's gonna be pretty good. He's gonna be the Bash Lord even more. His Bash Lord times 100% attack speed, plus 100% attack speed. And
Spirit Breaker's got like Terabad attack speed as well, so.
And dude, Lion could insta kill himself if he, like, Bristlebrack and Magnus can just group up intentionally and just blade mail and just like zap.
I mean, that's kind of what has happened a couple times, so I think that's their plan.
Yeah.
Is continue to play like fucking strength heroes.
And Luna getting the Mask of Madness, going into BKB, it appears. And that Shadow Blade from Tidehunter is pretty trolly. At least he got the Blink Dagger now, so he can Shadow Blade in, Ravage, and then blink out. I don't really know. I don't know what his kit is. They need that Bone 7 scouting, so he's just a tanky version of Bounty Hunter right now. But the mid lane, Jajaja, grouped up. Looking to do something. Can they find something? Don't start nothing, they ain't gonna be nothing.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Bristleback and Tide pushing bottom. Tide waiting in the wake.
Patience from Zoe? You said waiting in the wake. We were talking about all the memes, so that just is the last one. There's the Tidehunter, he goes in. Lion was like mana sapping as best he could, but there is the Blade Mail. Look at his HP. It actually got hit himself. He's bottling up. That's all he can do. There's an Earth Splitter. Will it do some damage? Just a little bit, but now the Spirit Breaker is going on the Lion. Lion's solo HP, but he gets Earth Spiked, and that's the death of the Spirit Breaker, but a Shockwave blink from the Magnus, but he's by himself right now. He Blade Mails up once again. Now the Nightmare, there's an arrow. They're going to be able to right-click him. Blade Mail does a bunch of damage to Mirana. There's the Stomp, though, and he's going to be able to right-click into a crevice. Not going to be able to run anywhere. Triple kill, going the way of the Mirana.
Wow, that was surprising. They had a really good initiation on that, and they did Blade Mail the Lion ulti, or at least Bristleback did, so...
It's crazy how these fights are just going both ways, and that was completely without the Mirana, though, to keep a little bit in mind. She did have Eclipse up, and, yeah.
Luna, you mean?
What did I say?
Mirana.
Oh.
The other cat lady.
Other cat lady. Bottom of the moon.
Bottom of the eclipse.
Bottom of the priestess of the moon of the moon.
Cat tiger.
Of the Pix leader, which is the name of this bottom. Bottom of the bottom. Yep, so... Oh, I didn't really call out who's playing who, so I'm actually going to do that now. It's way late for this, but I'm going to do it. Miss playing the Bane. Lion being played by, well, he's in the ground, so I can't actually see who's being played by unless I pull this up. This is the best way of doing it. Bane playing the Miss. Noobs R Us playing the Lion. Kenzo on the Elder Split. SSJ Vegeta X. Hyperstone Shippuden. Playing the Crystal Maiden, Pix Leader on the Mirana. Going over the Radiant team, it's Felony on the Magnus, Narok on the Spirit Breaker, Rio Bruise on the Bristleback, DWI on the Tidehunter, and Derp Derp on the Luna. We're selling mayonnaise here in the SCS. Pinging out Roshan.
Oh, is that what she says?
Yep. It is confirmed. Check it out on the wiki. Blink in from Crystal Maiden, but a Moonlight Shadow to follow, trying to just, you know, be safe. Be real safe. Extra safe. And now Rio Bruise going on. I'll just call him Ryu. Going on the Roshan. I don't know, man. I feel like Loser's got this in the bag. Fiend's Grip on the Luna in the mid lane. A Starstorm's going to be there, and a Finger of Death coming out from the Lion. His mana pool is so big now, he just doesn't even care. And this could be bad. If Bristleback, has to get down. They saw the vision. I don't know if they saw him walk in, but they certainly scattered it out with the Atrustal Spirit. Nightmare's going to be there if they find him. He's going around the trees, though. Crystal Melton. He's going to be able to find the Frostbite item. And this is a dead Rio Bruise. There's not going to be anyone coming in from the Radiant team to help him out, but he dodges the arrow, surprisingly, but there's going to be an Earth Spike right there. And a Finger of Death. He just doesn't care. Wow, I didn't even kill him. Rank 3 Ags, and he didn't die. Bristleback, pretty strong. 40% damage reduction. All damage reduction. Wow, if Frostbite made it so that he wasn't slept anymore, but he's BKB'd. Is there anyone else here from the Radiant team? Magnus is here, but he actually used Reverse Polarity, but it didn't seem to do much. Ravage on the back lines. There's no one there to follow up, though. He's doing just stuff by himself. They get the kill, what appears to be the Elder Titan, but they're back in the fight. It's a bunch of the tanky heroes. There's the Finger of Death once again, taking him down, doing so much damage. There was no Blade Mail that time, but they're super low, but they have to get the kills. There's the Crystal Maiden trying to do what she can, but this Magnus is just running around complete juice with that Boots of Travel and Drum Speed. He's going in the trees. There's an arrow. He blink jukes the arrow and gets the kill on the Crystal Maiden. Swag so much that the blink from the Lion is going to end his swag life. Actually, is he going to get away? Are they going to do anything? He gets the kill on the Magnus once again, finally, but this Tidehunter is going to go to the grave with him in the exact same spot. This is the death for the tanky heroes on the Radiant team. Now, this Spirit Breaker charged in or something. He's back in the fight. Mask of Madness popped.
He should have just continued his charge. Been a man about it.
Be a man. Yeah, insert Benny. Did someone say Benny Hill theme? Yeah, that's it, guys. Sorry, I had to...
Man, if only everybody could hear that.
I know, right? So true. Oh man, that was good stuff. So this is action packed. This is pretty legit. It's almost like there should be a league that it's just an all random league. I don't know. I think.
You remember when Join Dota did their reverse captain's draft league?
Yes, I do.
Dude, I remember watching part of that, and it was so funny.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
They give them like rules. You have to like pick one strength, one int, and one agility, and then it can be anything other than that.
Oh, that's legit. I still think that we should maybe cast more ability, or not ability draft, but captain's draft games. Because that's just a way to make it so it's still professional and hardcore, but, you know, make it so that there's only select heroes.
Randomness.
Yeah, and creativity in a limited draft pool. There's creativity here, but it's less creativity. More improvisation. The arrow's gonna scout out the Mirana, and wow, she gets bashed up just while that happens. If they went in, they would have found her solo, and that would have been 5 Dire, 1 Luna. I was gonna call her Mirana again. Yeah. Well, this is it. This is gonna be the engagement from the Moonlight Shadow. The Dire team, Team Jajaja, going in. Here's the battle line, but Radiant are running away. Did they have Vision on it? No. Here's the Luna. She's in trouble now. She's gonna get fingered right now by the lineup. There it is. Boom. She got fingered so hardcore. She got fingered so hard she didn't last even that long at all.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
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 Fortified.
Should have marked this cast not safe for
Yep,
work
NSW.
and or children.
And Lion blinks in the, wow, there's the Ravage on the Lion and the Mirana. That's 2. Can they do anything? There's a Shockwave. He's Ghost Scepter, but that amplified some of the magic damage. Is there going to be anything else? The physical damage not going through the Ghost Scepter. Now the stun coming out from the Cow and the right click from the Magnus. And he blinks. He goes over there. Wow, there was a blink. I think the Nether Strike followed him up onto the high ground. Bane getting locked up by the Mirana as well. Yeah, Bane is super low HP. He's going around the tower. He's kiting. Wow, it's a time wipe almost going away of Team Jajaja. Holy crap. Once again,
Wow,
an
like-
initiation from the Radiant. From
Every time I'm like, all right, so obviously,
right,
what's the Dire team's name? Is it Team Loser?
it's losers. Yep.
Yeah, so I'm like, Team Loser's gonna lose this game, and I'm like, well, no, now they're gonna win. They've turned it around. Oh well, now they're losing again. Oh well, now they're winning. Now they're losing.
Radiant's
Wow,
bottom
what a way
tower
to
clear
is
a
under
way.
attack.
Yeah, when you don't get to pick your heroes, it's much harder to win.
Yeah.
Who knew that would be a thing?
But it's just like kind of blowing my mind a little bit. They're like trying to. The thing is, they're not killing the Lion. That's one of the main things. They like tried their best a couple of times now and still have not been able to kill a Lion. When your squishiest hero is this farmed and that much of a like team fight impact, and that is really, really bad. They need more damage. That Luna's gotta come to. She's going in with a BKB against everyone. Is she gonna blow? She probably should have popped Eclipse as she gone in, but now maybe there's a lot of damage. But Moonlight Shadow, is there any detection? I don't think there is. Tidehunter, Shadow Bladed up, but he's in sentry range, and that's why he's Nightmared up. Now a 2-man Earth Spike, as well as the Finger of Death. That's so bad for the Radiant team. Team losers.
Wow, that was a kind of fair idea from Luna, even though
Roshan
she was
Yeah.
by herself. It like kind of worked out, but
Wow, and the Fiend's Grip on the Mirana.
wow.
Or on the Bristleback. My bad. Mubby, Mea Culpa. Spirit Breaker, charge in the top lane. You think they are 20, but they are actually 17, says Dota Raptors. Yeah, wow, 40 to 50. Holy crap. Super action packed. Now they're actually pushing towers. Objective-based gaming. What is this?
Yeah, the graph is starting to head back into the Dire's favor.
Oh my god, there's a reverse polarity as soon as I bring up the graph, but he gets nightmared up. There's nothing left from this Magnus. You couldn't do anything with that. They've just gone in one by one just for the fun. Alliteration, amalgamation.
Spirit Breaker should charge in now, just because.
Yeah, just because moo. Just because cow Dota.
How cows do.
I without trying to, I plugged just cow, who's a
attack.
caster, some kind of cow Dota person. Yeah, mid lane going the way of Team Jajaja. This is really big. They're actually going to be able to secure the victory almost with this. The late game could still possibly go the Team Losers team. Wow, this is, we talked about one person going in, but there's the Ravage once again after the Spirit Breaker initiated. They're going completely on the line. Can they actually kill him? That's an Aegis though. That's it. He's gonna come back up. He's gonna have a Finger of Death. This is gonna be so bad. He's gonna get. Is there? No, he's stealing some mana. I guess that's what he really wants to do on the Luna, because she doesn't have any mana for anything. But he's just doing for it. Just gonna go for it. And now the Elder Titan's gonna go down. Ghost Scepter on the line. Can he run away? Can he get actually a good stun? He's still got Finger of Death on cooldown right now. It's up, but there's a BKB coming out from the Luna. Could he use it on the Spirit Breaker? He still didn't want to use it, but he did. There's the Spirit Breaker dead, but he blinks away instantly before the glaive bounces back to him. What a good maneuver. And
that was cutting it close right there.
yeah, that was kind of real close. Haste rune being picked up.
See, that's so crazy. Like, they've been dominating every team fight, and then all of a sudden, burns through an Aegis after getting Raxed and gets a team wipe pretty much.
Yeah, how do they fight through an Aegis and the Lion come back up? It's just like the BKB did pretty much a good amount of work from the Luna, but yeah, that's absolutely crazy. Nova. Oh my goodness, what a crazy game this is, guys. I gotta take a swig of this drink.
What kind of drink is it? Purple drink?
Warm Pepsi.
Is under attack.
Ugh.
Illusion. Bombs gone missing, just so you know. That's what he says.
That is indeed what he says.
It's a perfectly perfected British accent. It's not really British.
Wow. Let's
like-
hope nobody who's actually British is watching this. I think we'll have low opinions of Brits.
Yep. That's what all of you guys sound like. Shots fired. No, just kidding. Just kidding. We eat cheeseburgers. We're dirty Americans. Like we're no better. Spirit Breaker. He's wants cheeseburgers. He's gonna get it from Rana, but he gets canceled. The Lincoln's being popped by his Nether Strike indeed, but Lion fingers the Magnus. He gets it again. He doesn't want it, but he just it's a complete rape. That's what he's gonna get. But I'm just oh my god, now I'm just laughing. Oh, good. Okay, so let's see. Catching up to this team fight, Luna's getting focus fired here. She's the third to go down from the Radiant team. Now the Tidehunter, he's trying to go in. He has a Ravage, but he gets nightmared up. He's seeing stars in his dreams. It's a nightmare here. He still uses Ravage, trying to kill the Lion. But
Ravage.
Yeah, there it is. That's not good. That's a team wipe with all the cooldowns. Well, actually, our reverse polarity wasn't used because he got fingered right at the beginning of that fight. And Jajaja.
Yeah, he got Ethereal fingered as well. So
Ooh, is that what that was?
yeah, looked like it
Wow.
hurt real bad. And if you look at team losers, they actually have two Dagons on their team, on Magnus and on Bristleback. Oh, and Tidehunter. I didn't even see the one on Tidehunter.
Wow. Wow. Wow, that's an Ags on Spirit Breaker as well. More AoE. And this is actual some pairing. Reverse polarity into Ags.
I was actually about to say earlier, like, it's unfortunate that Spirit Breaker doesn't have eggs, because Magnus has set up so many like good ultis that could hit everybody if he had eggs, and now it's a chance as long as Lion doesn't pick him off immediately. By him I mean Mag,
Yeah.
son of S4, brother of S4 who didn't have a computer and or internet.
You know, it'd be really cool.
Radiant's top tower
This
is
would be
under
kind. I just
attack.
thought about this. It's kind of a cool way to buff Spirit Breaker. Make Nether Strike into a move that does exactly what Nether Strike does, but it makes it into basically a Walrus Punch, where your next right click does a Nether Strike, and then make it so for a short duration, like 2 or 3 seconds, he gets like max run speed.
I think you could do that without the next attack thing, because I like the way it is now in.
Well, how do you make
like,
it so that you get a short burst of run speed and then a Nether Strike, unless you make it an orb?
Well, you would want run speed after it anyways. You don't need it before.
Well, that's not true. I mean, you kind of man up, you get some right clicks and try to get some bashes, and then because when you charge, think about it,
You
like
charge, it bashes, and you get a couple right clicks, and then you Nether Strike.
right. So you can just either way, it's still good. Like whether the move speed happens after or before, it just changes how you use Nether Strike. So you charge, if it was.
If it was after, because you initiate with charge.
Oh, you're just saying it wouldn't become an orb if you made it into the fact that the speed comes after.
Yeah, because then you could use it for like the chasing potential after.
But that's actually less of a buff in my opinion, and this is why.
I think that's more of a buff.
No, this is why I think it's less of a buff. Or the run speed before is more of a buff, because you try to fog Spirit Breaker, you try to get away from him, and that way that he can't actually get the Nether Strike off. But if he's able to run faster, you can like get around stuff and actually get an actual Nether Strike off more easily.
I
Sometimes
think
like that's what happens.
I think because charge like is like the gap closer. You don't need like much movement speed before Nether Strike because you're already next to the person.
Well, what's wrong with, like, you're saying you get extra right clicks after Nether Strike, but what's wrong with just getting those right clicks before Nether Strike? It's the same amount of extra right clicks due to move speed, so it's definitely certainly not more
'Cause
beneficial to have the move speed
You get more
afterwards.
lockdown that way because
Radiant's
you
middle
get the
tower is
stun
under
from
attack.
charge, and then if you're lucky you get a bash, and then you get a Nether Strike, so they're stun locked the whole way through, and then you get attack speed for the end of it. You don't need
Oh,
you
right,
don't need
okay,
the
now
move
I
speed if
see.
they're stun locked.
I was hoping that you could make it. Oh, we'll continue this discussion after Crystal Maiden gets brutally murdered here in some sentries, and Lion, he fingers the Magnus. Is he not going to get reverse polarity off again? We'll see. There's the Tidehunter Ravage. It's stunning him all up. The Magnus, he's low HP. He doesn't want to go in. Fiend's Grip, BKB'd onto the Luna, but he gets reverse polarity. He finds his opportunity to reverse polarity, and now Bane goes down. Elder Titan to follow. This is the Radiant team getting a team wipe on Jajaja, and buybacks come back from Lion and Mirana.
How does this happen every time where they'll lose a team fight, then immediately come back and win?
What
No
is
big
this
deal.
game?
Easy.
Dire's
Yeah,
bottom
this is
tower
absolutely
under
insane.
attack.
Like, I wish I didn't, like, totally mess up some of my, like, team fight in the last one, because it's actually a pretty good Lion getting got on here. He buyback. Could be a dieback, but there's the Finger of Death with the E-Blade. Oh my goodness, they're just getting ripped apart from the inside. Lion trying to... Oh my god, Ryu's trying to kill him.
Blink.
That would have been a dieback, but he actually didn't get it. There's the gem, though, picked up by the Bristleback. I think drop, yeah, by the Spirit
And
Breaker.
Luna pushing bottom.
Yeah, and so she gets at least the bottom tower.
run.
Is there going to be
Lion's
finger?
gonna do
There
it.
it is. This is another Finger of Death on the Luna. There it is, guys. Ping, 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 because the Crystal Maiden. Wow, that's absolute crazy. They weren't able to get a little bit more out of that, unfortunately. Oh, charge. Here it is. It's going on the Mirana. Does she know about it? We'll see. There's no vision. He cancels it.
Yeah, no, you gotta cancel that.
Yep. Oh, Blink onto the Magnus once again. God, this Magnus's butthole has been fingered all game. This is absolutely insane.
Poor Magnus.
I know.
Son, brother of S4.
Yeah. I mean, there's only so much fingering that's enjoyable, and then at that point, it just becomes a bad thing that you don't want anymore.
Sound like you know something about that.
No.
You don't have to lie. This is a safe place.
Yep, completely safe. A stream on Twitch, that's a perfect place to feel comfortable.
Nobody will make fun of you here.
Nope. But yeah, so you're right. What I was thinking was, in my mind's eye, I was like, oh, you'll get 3 seconds of normal bashes and then you Nether Strike, but I forgot that if you make it an orb, no matter what, you can't attack walk because it's an orb Nether Strike. So
Right.
I don't know how to do that. I would think, because I wanted the speed to be beforehand. That way you use it more of like an initiation thing, like your team can use it as well. But I suppose afterwards would be good too.
Just what are you
It'd certainly be with like an awesome, cool change, right? Because then it synergizes with Empowering Haste and becomes more of his kit to go fast. And yeah, I think that'd be a really cool buff.
To the dire.
It wouldn't fix like the main problem with him, I don't think.
Yeah, like, I don't think it'd fix the problem, so I think a better solution is, like, putting Empowering Haste and Charge of Darkness into the same ability and creating a new ability.
Interesting.
I don't
so
know
just
what
make
it
the
would
passive
be, but...
part of the charge. Wow, that'd be really
Yeah,
strong.
exactly.
Guess what move everyone would be maxing first? The Charge of Empowering Haste.
I mean, you say that, but Bash is still good.
Yeah, and who
Bash
knows what
goes
the
with
fourth
this kit.
ability would be.
Yeah.
Bristleback going down, dropping the gem, and almost didn't notice, but miss. Didn't miss the gem. You're supposed to make a dumb laugh noise with me when I make a stupid joke.
I refuse to participate in some things you do. And I've learned that, like, complaining about it doesn't solve anything, so I'm just gonna have a quiet, like, peaceful resistance.
That'll only, your tears will only empower me.
Oh no, there's no tears. There's just quiet shaking of head and rolling
Delicious
of eyes.
tears. Why Jimmy's rustled, bro?
Oh, Jimmy's not rustled.
There will
just
be an unrustling.
following in Gandhi's footsteps. You know.
Right. Magnus empowering himself. Speaking of, there's two. This is Team Losers, the team of empowering. You got Empowering Haste on Spirit Breaker and Empower on Magnus, and he empowers himself. And
don't go for the Bane. Bane's not important.
Bane's here. Tidehunter is also with the Magnus. It's a complete... Oh, wow, there's a BKB on someone. It's a Luna. She pops the Eclipse, but she gets Fiend Grips up, but her Eclipses are still hitting. Does it kill the Lion? It does. She gets a lucky Eclipse, and he goes down, but Lion's got an Aegis. Here comes the Tidehunter. He ravages in, but he's by himself. Is there a Magnus? There it is. Yes, and here comes the Spirit Breaker. Is he going to get an AoE Nether Strike? He is. It doesn't do that much damage, though. Freezing Field. It's a BKB, doing so much damage to the Magnus as well, and he dies. It's 4 for 1 so far, Lion, with that low HP. He's on the back lines with a pipe. He's completely high right now. 420 blaze it. And now they're going to be able to push the top tower. Bristleback's here to try to do something. They're pretty low. Is he going to pop the blade mail? And the Quills are going to do tons of AoE damage. He gets hit by the arrow, though. The Lion goes in. He's going to get fingered face first.
And team losers won the fight bottom and then lost the fight top.
GG in the grand finals of Thursday, 8/28/14 CSC Semi-Pro Cup Series. What say you,
all
Rankshis?
random last
Yeah,
game
all
for some
random.
reason.
What a disaster.
What a
game.
disaster game.
It's
Yeah.
a disaster.
You know.
Oh my goodness. What a game.
Dang, Magnus 18, 17, 15.
Wow.
Part of a lot of stuff. And
Wow.
look how great that line did. Like I don't
Yeah.
after watching this, maybe this will be something I try.
Yeah. You need a team that can back you up, and surprisingly I would think that against a Manly team like that, Lion would not be safe, but they just were there. I mean, the Fiend's Grip was there, the arrows were there, like the Frostbites, a bunch of just stuff kept him off the Lion, and he was just tanky enough. He just owned. The fact that he lost to the Magnus or that he won to the Magnus was kind of a problem. Like, Magnus should be able to just like maybe harass if he just harassed with Shockwave and last hit with that. That's one way to win against the Lion.
I mean, Lion can do the exact same thing, but also mana drain.
It's true. That's true, actually. If he goes early levels in mana drain, that could wreck the Magnus.
I mean,
pretty
he
much.
didn't get it till 4, but he still got first blood with 2-1, 1 in Hex.
Yeah, I just think a good Magnus player, a true S4 Magnuson, might have been much better against this Lion at minimum.
Maybe.
But yeah, that's it, guys. So that's our last cast for today. That was the grand finals of the SCS, as I mentioned. We cast every day. A quick plug on us. He's Rankshis. I am Nex. We cast every day, or we play every day. We're trying to get some more tournaments under our belt. So we're going to be joining the Join Dota League and the NEL, which is basically remaining of the open registration tournaments. And so we pretty much cast every day. If you liked our casting, you thought we were awesome, you liked my like super soft, drip-tastic voice, and you liked Rankshis' next level knowledge, then yeah, give us a follow. We're on YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, and all the things.